We are taught to view patriarchy as an external enemy, a structure to dismantle. True. But there is a far more intimate seat of power, the mirror. Women sometimes become the loudest endorsers of patriarchal norms, policing bodies, approving toxic ambition scripts, and even echoing misogyny in ways that stall collective progress. Have you ever felt the subtle, yet persistent, pressure to conform in leadership roles, especially as a woman? This common experience stems from deeply ingrained societal expectations. These expectations subtly push us to adopt behaviors or styles that don't align with our authentic selves, creating internal conflict and influencing daily decisions. Tonight I'll show you why that happens, what literature and theory teach us, how neurolinguistic programming, NLP, explains the mechanics, and, crucially, how to use our power matrix, EEQ, AIQ, SSQ, to design sustainable leadership that preserves femininity while amplifying agency. Elena style, blunt, forensic, and useful. Let's go. Reminder, like and subscribe. To know more. To stay with us, the change makers. This pervasive pressure can manifest as the mirror phenomena, where women leaders unconsciously reflect and internalize patriarchal norms, often without realizing their profound influence. It's like seeing an image shaped by external, male-dominated expectations rather than your true leadership essence. This unconscious mirroring can lead to adopting behaviors that reinforce the very systems we might be trying to change. We frequently observe this dynamic in policing cycles, where women leaders inadvertently enforce traditional gender roles and expectations on themselves and other women. This creates a subtle yet powerful self-perpetuating system, reinforcing unspoken rules about how women should behave or lead. A woman leader might unconsciously critique a female colleague for being too assertive, upholding outdated stereotypes. The mirror, how women endorse patriarchy, is not only laws, institutions, and men in power, it's a culture of meanings and habits. Simone de Beauvoir wrote, "One is not born, but rather becomes a woman." That becoming is scaffolded by stories, religious tales, marketing myths, etiquette manuals that teach what a woman should be. Over time, those lessons become internal scripts. Women learn to reward certain behaviors in others because those behaviors once protected them, created social capital, or offered survival. This explains three common mirror phenomena: policing and comparison. Women policing other women's bodies, choices, or careers is often a social management tactic, a way to align the group with scarce resources or social acceptance. It is not simply malice, it is survival logic repurposed. Aspiration mimicry. The success script often replicates masculine norms, ruthless competition, zero vulnerability, relentless self-optimization. Women who adopt it may gain status, but lose relational capital and internal coherence. Internalized misogyny. When a culture teaches that femininity is a deficit, some women internalize that narrative and police femininity itself, punishing softness, privileging toughness, and vilifying relational power. Literature mirrors this. In The Handmaid's Tale, women police one another's compliance. In A Room of One's Own, Virginia Woolf shows how access, space, money, voice reconfigures identity. In The Awakening, Kate Chopin reveals the cost when a woman rejects prescribed roles. These stories show the cost and the pattern. External structures seed internal mirrors. We frequently observe this dynamic in policing cycles, where women leaders inadvertently enforce traditional gender roles and expectations on themselves and other women. This creates a subtle yet powerful self-perpetuating system, reinforcing unspoken rules about how women should behave or lead. A woman leader might unconsciously critique a female colleague for being too assertive, upholding outdated stereotypes. Another aspect is mimicry, where women adopt masculine leadership styles, believing it's the only path to success in male-dominated environments. This strategic adaptation might involve emulating aggressive tactics or suppressing emotional expression. However, this mimicry can lead to a disconnect from their authentic leadership voice and alienate those who value diverse approaches. The psychology. Why we mirror psychology clarifies mechanisms. Social identity theory explains that people seek belonging. Conforming to group norms secures inclusion. Cognitive load theory tells us that when resources are scarce, time, energy, we default to heuristics, repetition, mimicry, what worked for others. Add trauma histories, scarcity economies, and the scarcity of leadership archetypes for women, and the mirror effect intensifies. To know more, like and subscribe. NLP gives us the how. Patterns become anchored. A girl praised for quietness creates an emotional anchor, a reflexive state that reproduces quietness under stress. NLP concepts we deploy later, anchoring, reframing, pattern interrupt, and future pacing, are practical tools to break and rebuild those anchors. Important feminist framings, intersectional feminisms, bell hooks, order lord, remind us that patriarchy is not monolithic. Race, class, sexuality, and colonial histories shape which norms get internalized and how. In some communities, endorsing certain masculine norms is adaptive, a brittle strategy that must be replaced by resilient alternatives, not simply excoriated. Another aspect is mimicry, where women adopt masculine leadership styles, believing it's the only path to success in male-dominated environments. This strategic adaptation might involve emulating aggressive tactics or suppressing emotional expression. However, this mimicry can lead to a disconnect from their authentic leadership voice and alienate those who value diverse approaches. The cultural industry, storytelling, marketing, and intimacy capital amplifies patriarchal mirrors. Marketing commodifies female aspiration by X to be loved, be desirable, be in control. Intimacy economies, porn, commodified desire, dating apps, gamify sexual value and split desire from commitment, reshaping relationship marketplaces. Feminist critiques from global traditions, Scandinavian gender parity experiments, Latin American feminist movements, African feminist praxis, show variety of resistance, but also reveal where women have internalized market logics and policing behaviors. Cinema and art provide training grounds for mirror scripts. Consider how film tropes reward the cool woman who sacrifices interiority for luminescent success. The antidote arrives via storytelling that values relational intelligence, ethical power, and multiplicity of feminine expressions. The arts can rewrite scripts. Ultimately, these patterns often culminate in internalized bias, a subtle yet powerful force where we judge ourselves and other women through a patriarchal lens. We unconsciously apply traditional, male-centric standards to evaluate leadership. This internalized critique can severely hinder our ability to embrace authentic leadership, leading to self-doubt and limiting our true potential. It's crucial to understand that these patterns are not personal failings, but systemic responses deeply rooted in social identity theory. This theory explains how our sense of self is derived from group memberships, and how group conformity profoundly influences individual behavior and perceptions. We unconsciously align with dominant group norms to feel accepted, even if detrimental to our authentic leadership. The Power Matrix, a new architecture for feminine leadership. We use the Power Matrix, EEQ, AIQ, SSQ, to design leaders who are ruthlessly effective and gently feminine. EEQ, emotional and ethical intelligence, heart of leadership, goal, reclaim emotional capacity as a leadership asset, not a liability. Practices, daily naming rituals, co-regulation training, how to calm others, feedback scripts that are direct and compassionate, vulnerability as strategy, not weakness. NLP toolkit, anchor positive identity states, e.g., steady, clear, via sensory triggers, reframe shame as a signal, future-pace successful boundary setting. AIQ, applied AI fluency, toolsmithing, goal, use AI to compress effort, amplify reach, and multiply creative power, not to outsource judgment. Practices, prompt engineering for personal brand, automated negotiation prep, data-backed walk-away points, content systems that scale voice without losing nuance. Example, use an AI to draft negotiation scripts tailored to a specific industry, then adapt language to embody feminine voice through EEQ work. Like and subscribe. SSQ, social and sustainable judgment, ecosystem leadership, goal, make decisions that sustain relationships, systems and community reputation. Practices, stakeholder mapping, impact ripple forecasting, coalition design that reduces zero-sum thinking. Outcome, leaders who avoid short-term dominance and instead architect long-term fertile ecosystems for other women. Integrate the matrix. An EEQ-anchored leader uses AIQ to scan networks for leverage, and SSQ to design coalition flows that reward cooperation over policing. This is feminine power, connective, strategic, amplified. Furthermore, our brains, under significant cognitive load in complex professional environments, often resort to heuristic shortcuts. These mental shortcuts, while efficient, can lead us to unconsciously perpetuate existing biases and stereotypes. When faced with overwhelming information, we tend to fall back on familiar patterns and assumptions, including internalized patriarchal norms. This makes it challenging to break free. Practical playbook: 3 weeks to rewire a compact pilot for women leaders, managers, creatives. Week 0, baseline, mapping the mirror exercise. Journal 7 anchors, what you learned about being a woman by age 12. Identify 1 anchor that costs you status and 1 that costs you well-being. Assessment, EEQ self-rated scale. Collect 3 peer observations. Week 1, break the anchor, NLP, and EEQ daily practice. 5-minute anchor reconditioning, sensory trigger plus empowering memory. Micro skill, the 2-minute pause, when triggered, a scripted pattern interrupt, breathe 6/6, label, name the feeling, reframe. Workshop, rehearse boundary phrases, feedback, brutal, crisp lines, practice in pairs. Week 2, scale with AIQ tooling. Use an AI assistant to draft 3 negotiation scripts and 3 public talk openings that maintain feminine voice. Task: run a mirror audit on your public profiles. Where do you unconsciously reward patriarchal scripts? Replace with 3 edits. Hefista sprint: automate 1 repetitive task, scheduling, newsletter drafts. Week 3, build SSQ coalitions action. Host a 60-minute salon, virtual or in-person. Invite 6 women across roles. Use stakeholder mapping to design shared microgrants or reciprocal project triads. Outcome: launch 1 micropilot, coached pitch, 90-day metrics. Adding another layer of complexity, emotional anchoring further solidifies these ingrained patterns. Our past experiences, particularly those involving emotional responses to success or failure, create powerful anchors that shape our current reactions and leadership approaches. If conforming led to positive outcomes, those emotional anchors will unconsciously guide our present behavior. Understanding these psychological underpinnings is crucial. Communication tools and negotiation scripts, NLP reframe script for mirror critique. When I see you choose X, I notice my own fear of being marginalized. Thank you for showing what's possible. Can you share how you decided? I am curious about the trade-offs. This disarms policing and opens curiosity. Boundary script, Elena style, I value our relationship. I won't engage in topic outside a scheduled time. If it's urgent, send a 2-line brief and I'll respond within 24 hours. Negotiation starter, data plus feminine voice, based on market comparatives and the impact I will deliver. Here's evidence. My fee compensation target is X. I'm open to structuring success-based components, and I'd like clarity on decision timelines. Teaching tips: role-play with supportive co-regulators. Use AI to simulate the counterpart's objections. Rehearse until EEQ anchors the physiological response. But what if there was a powerful, actionable way to break free from these deeply entrenched cycles of conformity and mimicry? What if a framework existed to empower women to lead authentically, embracing their true selves without compromising their unique femininity? Imagine a leadership journey where your strengths are amplified and your true essence is celebrated. Introducing the Vanguard Alchemist Playbook, a truly revolutionary and transformative approach designed to help women master their leadership journey. This comprehensive guide to personal and professional alchemy focuses on transforming perceived challenges and systemic obstacles into unparalleled opportunities for growth and impact. It provides practical tools and strategies, cultural and structural moves. Beyond individual work, individual rewiring scales only with systemic changes. Advocate for transparent pay bands and role clarity, SSQ policy lever. Parental leave, flexible hours, and role-swapping pilots to desegregate emotional labor. Mentorship tax credits inside organizations. Reward sponsorship networks that create prototypes for women leadership pipelines. Bridge policy with culture. Produce narratives, podcasts, films, profiles that celebrate relational, feminine leadership, not because it's soft, but because it's adaptive in complex systems. At the heart of the Vanguard Alchemist Playbook is the groundbreaking Power Matrix, a unique framework integrating emotional, intellectual, and spiritual intelligence. This holistic approach to leadership development recognizes that true mastery comes from nurturing all facets of your being. It connects you to your purpose and values, creating a powerful, integrated leadership presence. Use storytelling to reauthor identity. Curate a personal, myth library stories from Jane Eyre to Beloved that show different models of female power. Reread them with EEQ questions. What did she sacrifice? What did she invent? Use art, photography, self-portrait as ritual. Create a visual anchor of the leader you are becoming. Practice Hero's Journal exercises. Nightly entries focused on one courageous act, one relational repair, one learning. Elena note: craft not only competence, but a public aesthetic. Your signal is both skill and story. Be deliberate. The Power Matrix is your essential tool for cultivating your unique strengths, allowing you to leverage your inherent talents and perspectives. It equips you to skillfully navigate complex organizational dynamics and interpersonal challenges. By integrating these intelligences, you learn to lead with unparalleled authenticity and profound impact. Ultimately, it empowers you to redefine success entirely on your own terms. Pay attention to ethical slippage, weaponized femininity, using empathy as manipulation. Guard with the MIS checklist, consent, transparency, reciprocity. AI dependency, keep human in the loop. AIQ is a multiplier, not a substitute for moral discernment. Burnout masquerading as hustle. EEQ must guard recovery practices. Femininity includes cycles, not linear performance. Sustainable leadership means designing rituals for regeneration, sleep, creative rest, community tending. These are strategic, not indulgent. Imagine a transformative world where women leaders are not merely succeeding, but truly thriving, flourishing by fully embracing and expressing their authentic selves. Picture workplaces where diverse leadership styles are celebrated, innovation is sparked by genuine collaboration, and every woman feels empowered to lead with her unique voice. This is the tangible promise of the Vanguard Alchemist playbook. Patriarchy survives in part because its scripts are replicated inside the people it subjugates. The mirror is powerful, but so are deliberate rewrites. Use EEQ to feel and lead. Use AIQ to scale and free attention. Use SSQ to build networks that reward cooperation and longevity. Immediate steps. Pick one anchor, one AI tool, and one coalition to launch this week. Small bets, exponential effects. If you want the full 3-week pilot pack, scripts, rubrics, Heroes Journal template, download from www.changeacademywithhelena.co.uk. Are you ready to finally unlock your full, unparalleled leadership potential and step into a role where you can lead with unwavering confidence, profound impact, and without ever feeling the need to compromise or lose your unique femininity? This is your invitation to embark on a truly transformative journey with the Vanguard Alchemist playbook. Discover how to harness your innate power and redefine your leadership narrative. Visit our website today. Share your wins with #VanguardAlchemist and tag me. We'll amplify the best pilots. You don't have to become less feminine to be more powerful. You must become more you, strategic, emotional, and collectively fierce. Dr. Elena Carruba and the Vanguard team imagine a transformative world where women leaders are not merely succeeding, but truly thriving, flourishing by fully embracing and expressing their authentic selves. Picture workplaces where diverse leadership styles are celebrated, innovation is sparked by genuine collaboration, and every woman feels empowered to lead with her unique voice. This is the tangible promise of the Vanguard Alchemist playbook. Like and subscribe. Bye for now.